let's go ahead and get to Patreon movie
for Corjai Taylor.
Corjai came from a land so far away.
Have you come from a land down under?
And he knew he had to save the day.
The sands of the rain.
And he chose the Frighteners.
I'm
was
only
the movie
happy
that
when it rains.
Shit. Yeah.
Every single week we pick a new Patreon from the top tier to be the sponsor for that week's show, and they get to pick the movie review that we're going to do that week. And if you want to get in on that, that link is down below, you sexy son bitches.
And you could get a free balloon.
Probably.
With a dick on it. So,
Yeah.
Corjai, let's talk about the Frighteners,
We'll
man.
sign the dick, too.
Yeah, we'll.
Right on the shaft.
Right on the urethra.
Wherever you want it.
The Frighteners, man. Michael J. Fox. Whew. First off, I would imagine, think Beetlejuice, Tim Burton that didn't direct it, and Addams Family fucked, and they had a child, and it was called The Frighteners, and Peter Jackson directed it.
And it was featuring Michael J. Fox.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the Frighteners.
That's the Frighteners.
Yeah.
It's right there. And also, fucking Jake Busey's in this. Does well. We actually interviewed him once at Scarefest. He's an asshole. But I don't care. We're not Hollywood types.
He wasn't a total jerk. It was just that he was just like, I can't do on camera.
Okay, I'm not gonna say asshole. I want to say tool.
Michael Biehn was an asshole when I tried to interview him.
No, but Jake Busey was like a tool. He was standing in for Daddy because Daddy was supposed to be there, and then he was there in for his dad. And I went up very politely and asked that motherfucker. It's like, yeah, I don't do interviews because I don't know, I need my work, so I don't want to badmouth directors. I hadn't even asked a fucking question yet, you goddamn Reaper fucking soaked tampon. Nonetheless, that's just a side note.
Yeah.
Jake Busey did a really good job in this as the protagonist.
And the Starship Troopers as well.
It was great. Antagonist. So the basic idea of the film is that Michael J. Fox is a psychic investigator and eliminator that goes about.
I'm gonna be indicted.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He parasites himself at cemeteries and funerals and things like that. For the dearly departed, the loved ones of the departed. We're like, hey, if you need to reach out, I can do that for you. I'm a psychic investigator. And what you find out is that Michael J. Fox can see the dead. He can see to the other side, and he has these cool-ass fucking ghosts that help him out on his investigations by basically setting people up. He's a scam artist. That's what he is. He's a slimy-ass scam artist that sets people up to make them feel like their house is haunted, and then he collects $400 or $500 or whatever to clean this house is clear. He gets caught up, though, in the fact that there's a real fucking thread that comes from the other side in the Grim Reaper, so you think. And we go from there.
And the way the ghosts look, they're straight up Casperized ghosts.
Yeah.
They are full on ghost aspirations, and that lends itself to this Ghostbusters atmosphere. And they even mentioned ectoplasm.
The lettering looks like it too.
Yeah, and this is a movie for one, Michael J. Fox as a lead in a movie. At that time, it was really cool to see Michael J. Fox in the lead in the movie.
Yeah.
That was the #1 attractor for I think a lot of people. He was in this kind of almost boyish, con artist kind of role, and he was the lead for the movie. So that attracted people to it. And then you've got this ghostly, these apparitions, and the way they look, that straight up Ghostbusters feel, the ectoplasm, all that stuff. That was an attractor to the movie. And then the cover art for this fucking movie, man.
It's on point.
On the VHSs, when they had that lithogram hologram,
oh yeah, that was badass.
And it was that scary ass Frighteners face that was blah, blah, blah. And then the undercurrent of the true crime stuff going on. Plus you got the Peter Jackson, Danny Elfman did the score, but all that intertwined into one, all those good things. It's got this nice feel to it with all those packages. All those packages.
All under the tree.
It has a nice package to it, but I gotta say, man,
you look at the package a lot, you cradle it, and you love it, and you talk to it.
What I was gonna say is, I love this movie when it came out as a kid, but it was one of those movies that I never actually would end up watching all the way through. I think I love the idea of this movie, and I love the casting and the feng shui of this fucking movie more than I actually do the execution of the movie, because I have a lot of problems with it. For one, I actually thought the ghost apparitions 2/3 of them were really fucking annoying. They're always screaming. They're fucking the movie is so goddamn loud. Like the ghosts are always screaming and complaining, like, why you gonna put me in the fucking trunk? Like the whole
They've
fucking
been dead for a while.
I know, but everyone's loudly bitching and screaming and complaining. And I love Danny Elfman.
It's like being at a Democrat nomination.
But dude, this is one of the top 5 most annoying scores in a movie of all time for me. And I love Danny Elfman, but dude, the entire fucking movie, it was just like the score was fucking on level 10 the entire goddamn movie. You couldn't get a fucking break from it.
I felt like
me to sleep.
I felt like I kind of liked the score though. I felt like the score was on point with none less than Beetlejuice or like even like Casper.
It was like Beetlejuice after he took in a Scarface amount of fucking cocaine.
That's fine.
It was non-stop.
But it was, I don't know, because the Beetlejuice Danny Elfman score was pretty loud too, and it had a lot of like and shit like that.
But this
too.
was constant.
But I mean, it definitely had its own like unique signature as far as like this is a Danny Elfman like a score. Like you know it's Danny Elfman. Like even before the music came on, you're like it feels like Danny Elfman.
But he just and a lot like Air Force One. When I watch Air Force One, and that's what kind of what I was getting at is that this is one of the movies when I look back and I watch it and I actually don't enjoy it as much as I used to. I realize a lot more flaws than I used to. Same way with Air Force One. That fucking French patriotic horn was just constant in the score and it annoyed the fuck out of me. The same way Danny Elfman, like he doesn't allow any of the scenes to breathe. It's just like constant fucking like fucking bashing you over the head with the score.
Well, sometimes I want it bashed over my face.
I know you do, you sick son of a bitch.
A vagina. Not a dick. A vagina. I like the score. I thought it was pretty cool. And overall, like, even watching it now, like, I'd seen it multiple times when I was a kid. I watched it all. I always loved this movie. I still like it. I still think it's solid. I don't really think I have any detraction on it. The special effects don't really age that well. Like, I mean, they weren't going for like $100 million, $500 million movie.
Very Haunted Mansion-ish, you know?
Yeah, but it was still good enough, and I think the acting is what carries it, and the story for me was good. Danvers, the goddamn weirdo that comes in from nowhere to fucking investigate
Jeffrey
the hauntings.
Combs is fucking top-notch.
He's great.
Man.
I love him. You know what he reminded me of? He reminded me of Colin Farrell that had crack. Like he looks like, if you look at him in the fucking face when he's talking with his weird haircut, he looks like Colin Farrell on crack.
Oh, I was thinking of
like steroids and crack.
Who's the corkscrew guy? Who was also in Back to the Future, by the way. What's his name?
God damn, dude. Crispin Glover.
Crispin Glover.
Yes,
he reminded me of Crispin Glover, but dude, it is a Jeffrey Combs. Jeffrey Combs in this movie is so fucking lovable, and dude, he's full on Jim Carrey. I watched this with my 10-year-old, and she even said, she was like, he reminds me of the guy who plays the Grinch. And I'm like, you know that's fucking Jim Carrey, right? And she's like, that makes sense. He's so Jim Carrey in this movie, and I fucking love it.
He did have like he's just got a really unique like presence when he's on film, especially when he's like when he's like 27th 3rd Street, 7 o'clock.
He's like, you mumbling motherfucker.
He's like, what? He's like, March 2nd. I like that. There's also a scene when he was like, Milton, would you like to sit? He's like, I'll stand. Thank you.
But I like when he was talking to him when he kept backing out in the hallway. He's like, I'm good.
I like when he's like, do you know where they found the box cutter? I like when, and also with the girl, he's like, he's like, and then the sheriff was like, Milton, are you okay? He's like, you're invading my personal bubble.
Sure. You're violating my personal territory. And when the girl screams at him, she's like, what are you talking about? He's like, he's like, I have a problem with women screaming. Like anytime a woman makes a loud noise, he's like, But
this is actually not Peter Jackson's first foray into
Dead Alive,
Dead Alive, a comedy horror movie. So he does a good job with that. Obviously, Peter Jackson's a skilled hand at this. Like I like the museum part where the judge he goes, nice teeth. He goes, I like it when they nice teeth like that. And you see his ass fucking humping the mummy, and he was like, I still got it, boys. My juices are flowing. And then I also liked Cyrus when they're like taking the mummy and they're going after the cops. It's like they shoot her up. He's like, and she was so young and beautiful.
You know who he is, dude? He's the guy in the back room and waiting. When he's like,
oh yeah, that makes sense.
You gotta tell your own.
Oh, is that him? That makes sense. He's a wizened individual. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I just liked it. Maybe it is a hot mess. Maybe it's a hot mess of ramen noodles that I want to fucking eat. That's what.
And D. Wallace is great in this.
Yeah,
too.
I just liked it, man. Like I don't know. Like there's something about it it's so like maybe it's so messed up and it's so weird and all over the place that it just feels right. Like you can't get away with making those kind of movies now. because people would like crucify it in the fucking box office. But I feel like I don't know, man. Like I just feel like it's a.
If someone were to just smooth this fucking bitch around the edges,
I don't want to smooth.
Edit it a little bit better, let it flow a little better, and take out that fucking annoying score. And I think it could have been like I think this is one of the most potential filled fucking movies of greatness of all time that just does too fucking much too fast all the goddamn time. I don't know.
Did you get teary-eyed at the end?
No,
I did
at all.
I did when she's like, "Be happy." I was like, "That's fucking sad."
I get it, but it's just, and I love Michael J. Fox, and I love the idea.
Well, maybe you should stop being more fucking critical.
and when they did the Flatliners thing, that's a cool.
I did like that. That was cool. Yeah,
I like that a lot. I don't know, man. There's just something too fucking whimsical about it.
Did you think that
they don't let you relax and like they don't just? I don't know. I don't know. I think Michael tries too hard. I think.
I don't know. I think that it's not for everybody. Like I think that's the best way to say it. Like it's either going to appeal to you in a certain way that you like, and then in other ways it's going to be just not all the way together.
I love the certain elements of it. I really do.
I think that I was going to say. Was Michael J. Fox the best choice for the lead?
Yes, fucking and then bar none.
Yeah, and I was like, because there was really nobody out. Like, I mean, I'm sure there was a lot of amazing actors that could have done that role, but Michael J. Fox, man, like, there's something. Michael J. Fox always had this charming, disarming personality about him that you could believe him. Yeah. And like, there's one scene specifically when he was like, I don't give a damn about you or anybody, and he said, go home, just go home. And then when she goes to see him in the jail and he's crying, like. The vulnerability that Michael J. Fox could bring to that role was what was needed. I don't know, man. I liked it a lot. I'm gonna give the movie a 9.0. I fucking really like this movie a lot. No, it's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Like, and it's one of the like my go-to movies for Halloween month. If you're gonna watch a movie for like October, like The Frighteners has got to be on your list.
Yeah, I'm gonna piss people off. I'm gonna give it a lower score than
Go ahead.
I want.
Go ahead.
Because I want to love it.
Put your herpy dick out.
I give it a 7, man. It's
not that bad.
It's not that bad. I give it a 7 because again, like I love Michael J. Fox, and this is the perfect role for Michael J. Fox. And Jeffrey Combs just fucking killed that performance, man. It's so fucking good. It's Bill Paxton level amazing good.
Really, yeah.
And you know his role in Reanimator.
You didn't like Danny Elfman.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like Danny Elfman. It's just that the editing and I feel like the direction was poor. Peter Jackson. I know
you dare
in my
Lord of the Rings.
But I think it was edited poorly. I think the direction was bad.
Get like the Frodo sting of your
was
butt.
Too fucking much, and I thought there was so much cool. There was just so much cool shit in this movie, and they just I can't explain it, man. It's like they tried to shove it into a fucking lunchbox and just like nail you over the head with it.
I think they were going for maybe a lighthearted take on something that was serious, and maybe that rubs people the wrong way.
They should have tried to do a little less, man. They should have chilled the fuck out.
I don't know. I think that it's one of those movies, like, when I watched it, like, it's not Beetlejuice. Like, Beetlejuice
But it wants to be.
He did. It wanted to be Beetlejuice, but Beetlejuice is its own unique thing. Like, it will forever be its own fucking character. But this one... Like, I felt like they were taking something that was serious, but they were trying to make a lighthearted touch to it.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I don't know, because I felt like it invited people in that weren't like necessarily looking for like a deep meaning spiritual thing.
True.
And then it was able to grab like kids like they're 13 or 14.
Dude, don't get me wrong.
No, I'm not saying that you're not. I'm just saying
the idea of the movie and what it wanted to be, I fucking adore it. Just the execution.
So yeah, we're kind of on a disagreement here. It's not that far away, 7 to a 9, but hey, it's whatever. And Korjai, that's a great fucking movie, man.
Oh, I wanted to rewatch it.
It's an amazing movie, and thank you so much for fucking bringing it up. It's one of those classic, timeless films that, either you love it or you hate it or you're in the middle about it. It's still a movie that you're going to want to watch.
I just think it had the potential to be a Beetlejuice, man. I think it really did.
Well, I didn't want it to, I wanted to be, like, while it's trying to be Beetlejuice, it's still its own thing. Like, when you say the Frighteners, you know what you're getting into. It's the Frighteners.
It's just like a flea market that you go into, and like the junk is just like, it's a lot of junk, and it's just like overpowered, and you can't really like find anything in it because it's just so much going on.
It's like Beetlejuice and Casper went to the pound and they got a Dalmatian. But either way, it's thank you, Korjai.
Yes, man.
Amazing film, amazing select.
From an amazing
very happy.
dude.
Yeah, we are very happy to review it for you. And I'm trying to do my Mr. Bean things like, oh, magic. What you got them, Korjai Taylor? You see, Michael, I learned from Steven Seagal himself. The fat cop from Louisiana. Coach Idella says, hey, the Frighteners, check it out, Mac and Jay, you stupid pieces of shit from YouTube. So they did. I watched it. God damn it. I watched it. They frightened people. Michael J. Fox was doing great. He couldn't get back in time. He wanted to have sex with his mom, Leah Thompson.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it. We watched a movie. Yeah. You know what? We did a review. We watched a movie. We watched a movie.